And Vlad goes, oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh, man, it's been a long time. He goes, yeah, it's been a long time.
Wait, so did they never address? He didn't.
No,
really,
they did,
really.
but it just looked weird when he had to go, yeah. It should have been like the end, like to be continued.
Also, the fact
he ended up the evil one.
Because the fact that Vlad said it's been a long time, low-key, that's him stunning him to be like, hey, you're back.
Like, you're back. House Negro. How are you?
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Last week, fans called Lord Jamar a sellout after he was seen on Vlad TV for the first time in 5 years. That's right, y'all. As we all know, both Godfrey and Lord Jamar boycotted Vlad and his platform altogether after he misquoted the Minister Farrakhan on his platform, yet refused to apologize. Okay, this was 5 years ago. And at the time, a lot of people sided with Godfrey and Lord Jamar, considering they were regular guests on Vlad's platform. You get what I mean? How can a man who built his whole platform off of black culture refuse to apologize after making an obvious mistake? Okay, this was Vlad and his ego. You get what I mean? And for several years, he burned relationships, all because he refused to apologize. You get what I mean? So, of course, fast forward this year, after 5 long years, Vlad apparently had a change of heart, right? Went on Willie D's platform and finally acknowledged the wrong in his ways. Now, at that time, everyone, you know, when the boycott initially started, everyone was accustomed to seeing Lord Jamar and Godfrey together, okay? They had their own podcast alongside Raw Digger. You know, this was during COVID. Of course, since COVID, Lord Jamar has been, you know, doing his own thing, and Godfrey has been leaning into his platform a lot, right? He just put out a stand-up. Shout out to Godfrey. But everything was cool, right? Up until the Flat Earth debate, okay? For those who may not know, Lord Jamar had a falling out with Godfrey after having a Flat Earth debate with this guy named Professor Dave, okay? Since then, Lord Jamar been sending shots at Godfrey. So, of course, you know, in these several clips that Vlad has released in his recent interview with Lord Jamar, they spoke about Godfrey, right? Vlad claims he ran into Godfrey and wanted to, you know, somehow patch up their relationship, yet Godfrey fell back and let him know, listen, it's all good, Vlad, but I'm not going back on the platform, okay? Now, of course, Lord Jamar, he initially accused Godfrey of being the first person to return to Vlad TV. Yet, as you can see here, that isn't the case, okay? Lord Jamar and his reason for why he reached out to Vlad, according to Lord, he says his dog, right, who passed away, you know, he started having these flashbacks about his dog. I swear, this is what Lord Jamar said. You know, his flashbacks of his dog during the time he was doing these interviews with Vlad made him just reach out to Vlad, okay? And Vlad, in this interview, makes sure to let the audience know, listen, Lord Jamar reached out to me, not the other way around. So for the record, Godfrey confirmed his run-in with Vlad and said, yes, you know, I'm not going on Vlad TV. And he was shocked after seeing Lord go against his word. Okay, now recently, Godfrey, along with Cam, they spoke about Lord Jamar going against the people's wishes, right? After all of these years, finally saying, you know what, I'm going back to Vlad. So y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out this clip in here what Godfrey had to say about Lord Jamar and Vlad, you know what I mean, sending their shots in this recent interview after Lord Jamar finally decided to end the boycott and return to Vlad TV. So y'all know how we do, man. Make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. But yeah, let's get right to it.
Nails on the chalkboard, like, you know what I'm saying? Because especially one little clip where he was talking about he ran into you, I guess, somewhere, or at Big Boys.
At Big Boys, I was doing an interview with Big Boys in L.A., and I came out, and he, you know, because when you go out the door, people are, like, other guests are, like, right there. So I hadn't seen Vlad in, like, 5 years. I was like, oh, what's up? He's like, hey, man, we got to talk. I said, cool. Yeah, dapped him up. He had a little security dude with some glasses, some dude just, you know. So I was like, all right, and that was it. That was all. I said, cool. Because my thing is, I even said, I don't have a problem talking to you, but I'm not going back on the show. It's just, I'm not doing that. That's not, I made my decision, And just the optics would be crazy if I was like, all right, now if you would have, that would have been real fucked up. I'd have been like, is you Wiz? Is you ain't my baby? Baby, please don't let me down. You know what I'm saying? A woman is the creature that's always been paid. Zap, me down, boo. I'd have been like, hey, Cam, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if he would have, like, if we would have settled it right there in that window, then it would have been different. Like, okay, you showing respect. That's cool because you had Nick Cannon. You had Nick Cannon apologize when he said stuff about your people, and you're not even practicing. You're an atheist. But you stood on your like, oh, those are my people. So as soon as you insult our people, who you make money off of,
Right.
all of a sudden now the humanity is gone. We're just there for monetary reasons, you know. So I was like, I had to stand on my morals and go, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But then,
Did he ever hit you up or no?
I saw I never got the text. I saw a text. He wants to talk. I don't mind talking to the dude.
Yeah, you're just not
I
doing
don't
the
hate
show.
the dude. I just not doing that.
Yeah, you're not doing
You
it.
know.
So he reached out for you?
What you say?
So he reached out for you after he saw you at Big Boy?
Yeah, he reached out to me eventually, and I don't think I saw the text because sometimes I don't.
But you also changed your number, so you said you might not have got the
Yeah, I
text
changed
or
my
whatever.
number. Right. So I could have been
So
like,
he chased you down like Lord Jamar chased him down.
slow
I
down.
shouldn't have said that.
Hey, baby, you just look at this. Pumps jump up to get beat down. So I was like, you know, yeah, I said I'll talk to him, but you know, because I hung out with him, I brought him to shows, I've been at his crib, you know, and I just thought, you deal with black women though. You deal with black women and then you treat black men. I don't like that. I don't like when white dudes do that shit. You know, you're gonna you with the women, but you're shitting on the men of that culture. Nah. I don't like the way that
White
goes.
women do that when they with black men. They shit on black women.
Yeah, but
It's
those
like-
are they date the traumatized black folks. The ones that I hate black men. I'm gonna get with the white man. I hate black women. I'm gonna get with the white girl.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they get killed by white women. That's just kidding. Listen,
Cam, did you watch?
I watched a little of the clip, but you know, because
I watched all the clips.
Oh, you watched them all?
Because it's because because it all started when we
Pressed him like
When y'all had him on the
We were
we
podcast.
talking about the flat Earth. Did you see any of the flat Earth shit?
oh yeah, that was the most hilarious yet sad shit I've seen in an awful long time.
Flat earther.
Professor Dave.
No.
I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy because I was really worried about bringing Dave on because there's a white dude, and I really didn't want to put him in a position where, you know, he got spanked by this white dude because he initially I'm real tight with Chuck Nice, and Chuck Nice does Neil's.
deGrasse
Podcast,
Tyson part.
but we couldn't. Neil was just so busy he couldn't fit it in, and so I knew Dave because I was watching his content and I was like, all right, let's do this. But I was really worried that they were going to be like, oh, Dante hooked up this white boy. You know what I mean? Because it could have went. But he jumped out the window so hard, so early that nobody was like, oh, he's a white. You couldn't even go, he's a white dude. You got like, come on, dog.
But I go, will you debate this dude? He goes, of course I will. I'll debate anybody. He's like, I'm the smartest man in the world. Remember? He's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's an actor. He's an actor.
SAG card.
He's an actor. He has a SAG card. Right?
Does a SAG card immediately invalidate your intelligence?
But
Yo,
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the real
Theoretical
deal.
physics
Carl
degree.
Sagan was his mentor, who was an astronomer, please. So he goes out, and so when we brought him on, I didn't know he was gonna say "fuck that motherfucker." I didn't know he would. The dude didn't even get on the screen yet. He's like, "Man, fuck that motherfucker!" Smack the shit out of him. I was like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
I was like, we're talking about the shape of the planet.
Yeah, when this nigga's a thug over shapes. That's crazy.
Man, fuck all that geometric shit, son. I don't give a fuck right now.
He's slapping niggas over a square. That's wild.
Don't tell me it's a parallelogram in this bitch. I swear to God, son.
Geometry must have traumatized the fuck out of him.
You know he's lying. So after that, you know,
and let's be honest, the 5%ers, they talk about the roundness, the sphere of the earth, the mathematics of the earth.
peace to the gods and
Peace to the gods and earth.
They never say peace to the gods and the flat earthers.
Peace to the guys in the flat earth.
And even the minister talks about the earth rotates.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. He talks about the spherical and the science behind the earth and the rotation of the earth. I've seen those lectures.
Sure.
And what?
So
like
wasn't Jamar then embracing? You know, if like what Dante said, you was kind of scared of maybe the optics or where it would have went. You know, by bringing up a Dave.
Right.
on
That's
as a
why I
white dude,
asked him to ask him if he would debate him. You know, and I thought it would just been an intellectual debate but I also didn't know he's not even a good flat earther. Like you know what I'm saying?
Didn't he embrace two white? This is not no disrespect, but two white boys anyway. Like,
well, that was after he got cooked, right?
Oh damn!
After he got cooked, they reached out to him, and then the white boy said, you know, when you explain the flat earth, you could explain it in the course of a bucket of fried chicken and gravy and mashed. And I'm
Wait,
like,
hold on. He used chicken.
Fried chicken, a bucket of fried chicken.
That's crazy.
a bucket of Kentucky
That's
fried
the most
chicken.
racist analogy.
Because you know what it is? It's white dudes who want to be able to think they need to talk to you, relate like,
in chicken.
like you can't
They
relate.
need to talk to you in
I'm gonna
chicken,
talk to
nigga.
you with something. You'll get this.
Yo,
You'll
okay,
get this.
if you got 2 pieces of chicken and they take 1 chicken away,
How much you got?
nigga, that's the most racist shit I've
that's
ever
OD.
heard in my life.
Even watermelons are flat.
That's wild.
Watermelons are flat.
That's
It's like,
insane.
and then he didn't even push back. He didn't go like, yo, what the fuck you? Why,
If someone
what the
tried to
fuck
teach me
you-
math with chicken, I'd fight him.
Oh, did.
okay, Tommy has 2 wings. Now, if Jimmy gives him 2 other legs, how many pieces of chicken do you have?
Listen, his gag locks up. What do you do first?
Right.
Do you pull the clip out?
You done killed 2 of his homies. How many
Right.
bullets you got left in your revolver that holds 8?
And so, my thing about the flat Earth thing is, if you have at least, even if someone has a theory that's crazy, at least be thorough with your explanation. Where you go, well, damn, there's a point there. Like we're having a debate. It's like 2 fucking politicians. You know, his shit is trash, but they're going at it though. They're thorough with it. They're like, I'm going to talk about it and stand on it. You can't just go, turn this shit up, smack shit out this nigga. I'll smack shit out this nigga.
Collard greens, you understand when you flatten them out. It's like,
That's why I don't roast, because I be ready to snack.
No, but it was embarrassing. And he told me to take it down. He said, take down the video, like on the episode. I said, all right, I'll take it. Yeah, he was like, take this shit down. It was weird, man. He just kind of,
he jumped out the
And you
window.
still did it on some homie love.
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
that's what I was doing. And then all of a sudden,
And
he
then
started
went
talking
after
shit.
you.
they went after me and went over to the white side and was talking about, I was like,
And they
here's
did
you
a-
wheels,
They
here's
did
you
one-
wait, my
they did one
baby.
video. They did one video with him, talked about fried chicken, and then, like used him and then discarded him.
Damn.
Just as quick as that was, but it was
That
like,
motherfucker was like, Runckus, I'ma tell you, black folk ain't shit. All them niggas
Uncle
ain't shit.
Ruckus.
That's what I like, the white podcasts. They way better. White podcasts are way better. The couches are better. You go to a nigga podcast, yeah, the seats are broken, it's
That's
greasy.
what Uncle Ruckus-
That's what I like.
That's
I'm gonna
really
tell you
good.
this right
His
now.
impressions are always
Flat earthers do not, niggas love flat earth. I like white folk. White folk know what the damn earth is shaped like, but it's not shaped like a goddamn nigga. That's what I know. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's like this. I'm going to tell you, boy. That Godfrey, boy, I love them sell out those little slave niggas. I love white folk. I love those white boys. Yeah, that's what he did. He literally switched on me like, yo, and he was, and I don't even like watching people talk about it. It's just weird.
Yeah.
And he goes, and ladies and gentlemen, Dante tried to poison me with his weed. He said Dante tried to poison him with weed, and Dante was smoking the same weed.
If you come here and you go like fucking what's his name?
Who?
Yakov?
No. Why can't I think of his name? McAllen, drinks McAllen, Scotch McAllen.
Tyrone.
TK?
No.
Oh, not Ty Jones.
If I can't get his name,
Peter Guns.
Peter Guns. So when Peter Guns came, I said, "Yo, you coming?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, I don't know. I go, "Look, where you drink?" He goes, McAllen, 15-year McAllen. So I went and bought McAllen, Scotch, not knowing it's $300, $250, but that's I said I was gonna get it, so this is what you want. So I knew he smoked, so I got him the best what I smoke. I was like, let me take care of my man.
Right.
So I'm gonna be honest, my shit hit, but he smoked 3 blunts of his own.
He smokes every day.
He
all
smoked
day.
his blunts on top of mine.
Damn.
He just want. He's the type of. He just don't want to take accountability. So he needed some type of out.
But the way it was very embarrassing.
The problem was that he was literally on like Pierce Morgan. Like he was becoming you put out content, Cam. It was a situation where people was fucking with him who wasn't even, like his name was just blowing the fuck up. Yeah. Then he went on to Kamala. Yo, Kamala's a fucking bitch. Like he went. Then it was like, and it's like this controversial shit. The thing, I ain't gonna lie, whatever the fuck it was, like when I watched the video, I felt bad. Like I lit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, he looked like a hostage victim, bro. He looked like.
You know what's fucked up when he goes, and Vlad goes, "Oh, Lord Jamar, it's been like 5 years. Oh man, it's been a long time." He goes, "Yeah, it's been a long time."
Wait, so did they never address? They never addressed.
He didn't.
No,
really,
they did, but it just looked weird when he had to go. Yeah. It should have been like the end, like to be continued.
Also, the fact
he ended up the evil one.
Because the fact that Vlad said it's been a long time, low-key, that's him stunning him to be like, "Hey, you're back."
Like, you're back, House Negro. How are you?
He just like. Did you see how he was? He kind of like. I mean, it was sad, especially the little clip with the dog. Like I was reminiscing about my dog.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying?
Wait.
Oh yeah, man, that was rough. That was rough to watch.
Wait. What?
Yeah, man.
He don't know about the dog.
No, I didn't see that part.
You don't know about the dog? Oh man, that's what I'm saying. I won't even say watch Vlad, but watch Vlad. Everybody that's watching this, I mean, it just and then Vlad was kind of clowning him, like he whatever he probably paid him to come over there, but it didn't go the way that Lord Jamar wanted it to go because Vlad was still like still clowning him like, no, let the record show you reached out to me and such and such and such. Like he's just like,
wait, Vlad said that to him?
Oh yeah.
Well, they ran into each other.
Is that part 9 or 10?
I don't know, part 27. They ran in and he gave up, said, "Let's talk." But the thing was, he was like, "Let me tell you something." Hold on, let me do my.
Go on, do your version. He's doing his Lord Jamar as Dante.
He's gonna go back because I painted him in the corner, and now he's gonna. I know he's gonna. Which was the worst part of it because then even if he hadn't said that, it might have. But it was like putting it on you,
right?
That you was gonna, and then you just. And he looked like Al Qaeda, like a Al Qaeda had a hostage. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I felt bad. I was
You know
like,
what? It was like Scooby-Doo. It's Mr. Anderson. If it weren't for you meddling kids, I'd have gotten away with it.
my little piece, my issue wasn't even that. Like the whole Farrakhan thing. We, of course, we know that's our leader. I'm in the nation, so that goes without saying. But it wasn't really that to me. It was, of course, the 5 years. You're gonna take 5 years to give apology on Willie D. Shouts out Willie D, but I have an issue with Willie D saying that that's honorable and I believe you sincere, and it was a whole softball interview. Like I'm just not with none of that. Right. But the issue with me was the whole chosen people is bozo shit. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing really to do with Minister Farrakhan. We ain't anybody holding their breath for apology for that. Right. You said it. You should have stood on it. You should have never apologized because we ain't gonna apologize to you.
Right.
We're not gonna do what no disrespect to Nick Cannon or whoever else. Right. We're not gonna do that. We gonna stand on our business and expect him to stand on his. But the real issue is, if he's taken up for Jewish people, the whole Jewish thing is the biblical. Prophecy about them being the chosen people of God. Yeah. So if Vlad is saying, the whole concept, black people thinking or any people thinking that they're chosen people, that's some bozo shit.
Oh, he said that too?
Yeah, right.
Anti-Semitism, if he's saying that. That's anti-Semitic.
The anti-Semitism is the fact that you say that you're a chosen people, that you above all else people are chosen by God. That is, I don't even understand how you expect somebody to treat you with any level of respect when your mentality is that you're chosen by God. Whether true or not, I mean, full stop.
I think that's what he meant, but the fact that you jumped off the porch in defense of your chosen people against Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was already, off the mark. Yeah. So, but, if, like I said, if his whole argument against Farrakhan is because, he's singling out the people that we all see, and I can't speak on it right now, but this whole international stuff. Yeah. But the fact that there's a such thing as the state of Israel that's been, established in 1948 strictly because of race or faith or whatever that is.
Race, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's bozo shit according to Vlad. But that's his people that he's been benefiting from. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Right.
Did you, hey Mike, do you have the Ted Cruz thing? Can you play the Ted Cruz thing?
What's that?
You wait till you.
Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right quick and tap into the homie Grand Finale's latest video titled Sidelines. Okay, the full video is available on his YouTube channel. However, I'm about to bless y'all with a quick teaser. Okay, if you like what you hear, make sure to head on over to his channel and leave a comment. All right, and make sure to tell him that Rip sent you. Okay, run them numbers up. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.
Upon the world before you dearly depart. Let the world go by. Just let the world go by. And it'll all be just fine.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all.